Welcome to Estoque channel, ladies and gentlemen. If you are new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell button and hit all to be notified regarding the latest updates. The topic that will be discussed in the short video presentation is about the jurisdiction of National Bureau of Investigation, its organization, and to include the qualification of agents as provided under Republic Act number 10867. No? So let us start this by answering this question. Question number 1. What is a law enforcement agency which has jurisdiction over cases involving threats to security or assault against a person of the President, Vice President, Senate President, Speaker of the House of Representatives, and the Chief Justice of Supreme Court? Letter A, Bureau of Customs. B, Philippine National Police. C, National Bureau of Investigation. And Delta, Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency or PDEA. And the answer for this question is Charlie, that is National Bureau of Investigation. And aside from what is present in the question, these following cases are also under the primary jurisdiction of the National Bureau of Investigation provided under Section 5 of Republic Act number 10867. We have letter A, human trafficking cases in all airports in the Philippines. B, extrajudicial or extra-legal killings committed by the state's security forces against media practitioners and activists. We have Charlie, killings of justices and judges. We have Delta, violation of Republic Act number 10175, otherwise known as the Cybercrime Prevention Act. We have ECHO, cases referred by the Interagency Anti-Graft Coordinating Council. F, violation of the anti-dummy law. Ano ba yung anti-dummy law? Ito po ay under ng Commonwealth Act number 108 na kung saan ito po ginagamit po yung pangalan ng Pilipino ng mga foreigner. No? Yung po ay dummy or ginagawa nilang dummy. We have also the G, cases involving threats to security or assaults of persons of the President. Ito na po yung nasa tanong, no? We have letter H, transnational crime pursuant to existing international agreements, either bilateral agreement or yung pong multilateral agreement, no? When we say transnational crime, these are crime which crosses across national borders or transgress across national borders, such as drug trafficking, human trafficking, and the like. We have also I, identification of dead bodies or victims in case of mass fatality incidents caused by natural disasters. We have J, as in jar, violation of commercial, economic, and financial or white-collar crimes such as but not limited to those punishable under Republic Act number 8792, otherwise known as E-Commerce Act of 2000, Republic Act number 8484, or otherwise known as the Access Device Regulation Act of 1998, Republic Act number 8293, otherwise known as the Intellectual Property Code of the Philippines, Republic Act number 8799, otherwise known as Securities Regulation Code, Presidential Decree number 1689, otherwise known as the decree increasing penalty for certain forms of estafa and other similar penal statutes that may be enacted by the Congress. Note, sabi dyan, provided however that the President or the Secretary of Justice may order the NBI to undertake investigation of any crime when public interest so requires. No? Once the NBI takes cognizance of any aforementioned cases, the PNP and other law enforcement agencies or investigative entities shall collaborate and render assistance to the NBI. In cases where jurisdiction is vested exclusively and or primarily with the PNP or other law enforcement agency or investigating agency, the NBI shall also collaborate with and render assistance to the same. Okay, so yun po yung mga jurisdiction or primary jurisdiction ng National Bureau of Investigation provided under Section 5 of Republic Act number 10867. No? So let us proceed to question number 2. The NBI is headed by letter A, Director, who shall be assisted by 1 Deputy Director. Letter B, Director, who shall be assisted by 2 Deputy Directors. Charlie, Director, who shall be assisted by 3 Deputy Directors. And Delta, Director, who shall be assisted by 4 Deputy Directors. And the answer for this question is Bravo. That is Director who shall be assisted by 2 Deputy Directors. This is provided under Section 6 of RA number 10867, which provides that the NBI Director and other qualifications, the NBI shall be headed by a Director and assisted by 2 Deputy Directors, 1 for administration and another for operations, and an assistant director for each of the following 7 services, namely Investigation Service, Intelligence Service, Human Resource and Management Service, Controller Service, Forensic and Scientific Research Service, Legal Service, and last but not the least, the Information and Communications Technology Service. Okay? So yun po yung organizational structure, no, or yung organization ng NBI. Okay? Another question number 3, no? Follow up to question number 2 po ito. What is the rank of the head of the National Bureau of Investigation? Letter A, Director. B, Under Secretary. C, Deputy Director. Delta, Regional Director. And the answer for this question is no other than the Under Secretary. Yan po ang rango ng head ng National Bureau of Investigation. Eh ano yung Director? Yung Director, yun po yung kanyang position and title. Pero ang rango niya is Under Secretary. Okay? So atin pong tunghayan sa nakalagay sa Section 6 ng Republic Act number 10867, no? Nakasaad po dito, the NBI Director shall be appointed by the President. Okay, so tingnan niyo po yung nag-a-appoint, President, and shall have the rank, salary, and benefits equivalent to that of an Undersecretary. So yung rank niya, yung pong salary and benefits is equivalent to Undersecretary. Rango, kasama na po ang salary at saka yung benefits. And take note, before he will be appointed, nakalagay dito, no person shall be appointed as director unless he or she is a natural-born Filipino citizen of the Philippines and a member of the Philippine Bar who has been engaged in practice of law for at least 15 years, preferably from within the ranks of directors. Okay, so yan, 15 years po yung kailangan na years of service or yung pong experience, no? Another, the Assistant Regional Directors to Deputy Directors shall be likewise appointed by the President of the Philippines, coming from the ranks of the NBI upon the recommendation of the Secretary of Justice. No person shall be appointed as Deputy Director or Regional Director unless he or she is a citizen of the Philippines and a member of the Philippine Bar who has been engaged in practice of law for at least 10 years, no? For the Deputy Director. So, tandaan, yung mga Deputy Director, ilang years of service? 10 years. Pero pag the Regional Director, at least 5 years. Ayan. Okay. So, yun po yung mga qualification to be appointed as Deputy Directors and of course, Regional Director of the National Bureau of Investigation, no? So, kailangan po ng matindi-tindi na experience. Okay? So, bago maging director ng NBI, kailangan 15 years of experience, no? Pagka naman assistant directors or deputy pala, no? Deputy directors ay kailangan po ay 10 years ang kanilang experience, at pag regional director naman ay 5 years. Okay? So let us proceed to the last question. All of the foregoing are qualifications to be an NBI agent provided under Section 8 of Republic Act number 10867 except letter A, a citizen of the Philippines, B, of good moral character, Charlie, a member of the Philippine Bar or holder of a baccalaureate degree who passed the necessary government licensure examination and relevant to the investigative function of the NBI, and Delta successfully passed the competitive mental and physical examination required by the NBI, and last but not the least, must be certified public accountant. So alam nga ba dyan yung exception, mga kapangarap? That is ECO, no? So ang mga minimum qualification para po maging NBI agent, tandaan nyo po, dapat po ay citizen of the Philippines. We have Bravo, of good moral character. Yan. So Charlie, a member of the Philippine Bar or a holder of baccalaureate degree or 4-year degree course. So hindi po naka-specify kung anong kurso, ano? Yan, pero sabi dyan, necessary for government licensure exam po, mas dapat sa board exam. And of course, yung pong kurso na yon is related sa investigative function, yan, ng National Bureau of Investigation. So mula dito, pwede po natin na masabi na ang licensed criminologist ay qualified para maging NBI agent as per the provision of Republic Act number 10867. Okay? So baccalaureate degree and pass the licensure examination, and of course relevant to investigative function. Yan, no? And Delta is the successfully pass the competitive mental and physical exam required by the National Bureau of Investigation. So yun po yung minimum na qualification, minimum. Ayan. So pwede pa pong magdagdag yung pong director ng National Bureau of Investigation, sapagkat ito po yung mga minimum qualification lamang, no? Ayan po. So hindi po kailangan na certified public accountant. Kailangan po ay either member of bar or baccalaureate degree holder. Yun po yung educational qualification, no? Na nakasaad sa Republic Act number 10867. Okay? So I hope that you have learned something from this short video presentation. Maraming salamat sa inyong walang kawang pakikinig at panunod. At sana po ay meron kang natutunan, at kung meron kang natutunan, huwag kalimutang mag-subscribe at i-hit or i-click yung bell button and tap all so that you will be updated regarding the new updates. Okay? So thank you very much and God bless you all.